Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews back again. Hotel room review. Local Sydney brewery since I'm in Sydney. Future Brewing out of where was it? St. Peter's, I've forgotten now. St. Peter's, Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. So it's called Dankonia. It reminds me of Stankonia, the Outcast album, I think it was. Fresh hop India Pale Ale. It leans more westy, but it's got a bit of haze to it. 7%. Pretty cool can artwork. And yeah, these guys, they mean business. Future Brewing. Very, very wrapped with what I've seen yesterday, and every single beer on their tap list. I was there for probably, I reckon, maybe 3 hours, and like just absolutely loved it. Could have stayed there all day, but because of the strict time constraints with last night's gig being a theatre show and being filmed, I didn't want to be late because I knew if I was late to this gig, I wasn't getting in there. So yeah, it was an awesome day yesterday. Yeah, the main guy at Future, like awesome guy, just yeah, really knowledgeable. Like just the way he was like going up and chatting to everyone, talking about like collabs he's done and what he's got coming up, and yeah, just really great bloke. Like even afterwards, I'd posted some stuff on Instagram, sort of hyping him up or just some photos and that, and he sent me a message just saying, "Oh, thanks for coming in. It was great to meet you," and all. Like, yeah, just really good dude. So yeah, I was already a fan of these guys, now even more so. So I would say to anyone that goes to Sydney and does the beer scene, definitely Future has got to be one of your first stops. So Hotel Glass once again. Cheers to Mr. First, number one, Andrew of Miscellaneous. One thing I did the other night, Drewy, I had some random beers on a plate and I just called it Miscellaneous Brews. Ooh, pork. You know, there's a lot of people out there that won't eat pork because they reckon it's dirty and you can get all these diseases and shit. For me, pork's number one. It is the bee's knees. I don't give a shit how dirty the pig is. He's a good boy and he's tasty. Cheers again, Ghost. Let's do this. So I'm 15 minutes past checkout. I need to find a pub once I get out of here. I went to this one last night. Everyone was recommending me to go there. Hotel Sweeney's. Apparently they've got a rooftop bar and it's got a heap of craft beer. Went there. Went there at about 10:45 at night. Closed. Sydney's nightlife. There's certain things I think Sydney's better at than Melbourne, but entertainment, no way. Cheers, Paul, dude. Good to see you, brother. That metal gig last night at the Opera House, dude. Everyone's sitting there, lad. They're like, oh, just sitting there in my suit. I'm going to act real well behaved. And then all of a sudden, there'd be this big riff in like drop C, and it's like, I'm getting up. Yeah. So good. It was just so good seeing a heap of metalheads like dressed up, and like at one stage I was carrying a beer and a champagne. I had this jumper like I just bought, like draped over my shoulder. I'm wearing like fucking shirt and tie and all that shit. and I just couldn't hold everything. Like my jumper started slipping off my shoulder, and this chick comes up to me. She's just completely covered in tattoos, but got like this real fancy dress on and showing the boobs and all that. It's like, oh, sorry, mate. You look like your hands are full. I'll give you a hand. Like it was just like real good community. Like everyone was like just wrapping each other up. It was just such a good night. I love metalheads. Oh, I meant to take a photo. I was across the road from where you're staying. I remember turning. I was just looking around. I was sitting there. I got, yeah, I was sort of got a bit sidetracked where I was going after that pub wasn't open, and I started walking. I was sort of walking slightly opposite direction to where I was going to go. So I just went to a 7-Eleven and got like a drink and just sat out on the bench and was looking at my maps. And then it said, yeah, you're the name of your place where you're staying. I turned around, it was like right behind me. So you've got some sort of station across the road from where you are. Anyway, I better talk about this beer. So it is Dankonia, 7%, fresh hop Westy. Says this fresh hop IPA was brewed with whole cone Galaxy hops, then double dry hopped with Nectaron and Nelson. So yeah, when I went to the brewery yesterday, every single beer they had on tap was banging. They even had a Schwartz beer that was just like German quality, like phenomenal. Just the mouth feel of it, you're like, whoo, really bready, like really toasty, really roasty. I'm like, do you guys have this in a can? Nah, this is just a tap room release. Oh, no. And it was called Swartzy. I thought that's cool. I love Swartz beers, one of my favourite styles. All they needed was a Roush beer, and I was set. They had a big impy stout. It wasn't barrel age. It was yeah, cacao nibs, vanilla, and coconut. It was probably just that little bit too sweet. The roasty base was awesome, but I just felt like coconut probably a little too heavy. I mean, I enjoyed it, but yeah, these days I sort of look more for a RIS, a really strong, roasty, bitter sort of stout without the sweetness. No, no, they didn't have them there. They were. I think with old mate, he likes to have some limited stuff that he just keeps to the tap room, so then people will still have that. I don't know, like that when you've sort of got some exclusive stuff to tap room, it's going to keep people wanting to come back and drink at the venue. But yeah, very impressive. One that really disappointed me was Wildflower. Last time I came to Sydney and did the beer scene, Wildflower weren't open because they had a heap of issues with their flooring and they were out of action for like a good year or so. So I made a special effort to come back and do their shit this time around. And I went there and it's like a venture with mountain culture. And obviously I've drank all of Mount Culture stuff. I get it every week. So I'd had no interest in drinking their stuff. I wanted to drink Wildflower. And I got there and it's just the same gold blend and amber blend that they have readily available anywhere. And it's like you just need something exciting or something to keep people wanting to come back. Like every time I go to a place and it's a Wildflower beer, it's like a golden and amber blend. And it's like you've got so much more to offer. If people are coming to your venue, give them something new. So yeah, I was very disappointed. And then they were kicking people out at like 5:30 at night. What? What is this business? I only got there at about 5:10. Ridiculous. Cheers. Oh, fresh hop galaxy. So, old mate at the brewery was explaining to me when they first brewed this beer. He said it was just. He said for the advanced palate, they thought, yeah, it's green, but it's still drinkable. But he said everyone that's sort of like not as knowledgeable, not as experienced in craft beer, he said it was just too much, and they couldn't like they couldn't handle this beer. They're just like, nah, that's shit. So yeah, he said that I think he said the first 2 weeks of it, it just yeah, it was too intense, and then yeah, it started to sort of I don't know, like mellow out and turn into a really good beer. Um, not sure when it was brewed. Yeah, it looks like it's probably a month and a half, I think. So yeah, he said about a couple of weeks ago it sort of mellowed out and turned into a really good beer. He just said the fresh hop galaxy was just so insane. And I know I've had because Australia is known for galaxy and I'm always trying new breweries and stuff. Or a lot of breweries, yeah, shit. Like I've tried so many fresh hop galaxy beers, and I know sometimes you'll get that really green, that vegetal sort of thing. They just need a couple of weeks to sort of mellow out. But yeah, this one, now that it's mellowed, you're just getting like huge, like melon, passion fruit. I'm even getting like a peachy sort of thing. But yeah, it's dry hopped with Nectaron and Nelson, which helps it a lot. But yeah, it's like I don't know, it's such a good beer. Looks like I'm getting away with this slightly late checkout until I get down there and they've charged me for another night. Whoopsie. It's so funny, like whenever I come to a hotel and bring my laptop, the desks are always really low and it's like just doesn't work with the laptop and the camera. So I always need to find something to sit the laptop on. I've got it on this real flimsy pillow. Pardon me. Yeah, you do. You're entering the world darts competition. 180. Yeah. I'll tell them I'm on Perth time. That means I've still got at least 2.5 hours up my sleeve. Bloody oath. What am I going to do after I get out of here? I'm not going straight to the airport. Fuck that. I want to experience one or two more things in Sydney. It was so like one thing that's funny is there's a hotel Sweeney's in Sydney, and I was just like, Sydney Sweeney? I'm like, yes, she is a delight. The shit thing too is like once I leave here, I'm carrying that heavy bag again. And not only is it heavy, it's heavy, heavy here now because it's I've bought about a dozen takeaway beers. I'm gonna be my right arm is gonna be killing me in a couple of hours. It's just so awkward though when you're walking through a city and you're tired and you're hungover and you're just like carrying this heavy bag. It's oh my god, I've done it so many times. Cheers, Josh, brother. I'm uh I'm being rebellious, and I was meant to check out half an hour ago, and here I still am doing beer reviews, bro. It's been unreal, dude. You would have seen my Instagram story. Fuck yeah! I still haven't even put up anything to do with the concert yet. One thing that was, I don't know if anyone's seen my on Facebook. I put a picture up of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. How good did it look? That was just a random photo. Yeah. The concert was sick as, brother. You'd just be sitting there and like nothing to be going on. It'd just be silence, and everyone's like real respectful because it's in a theater and that. And then all of a sudden, like the like the violins would start up, and then there'd be this like cello, and then all these like drummers, and it's like this is so fucking good. And then the guitarist, it just start winding up, and the drummer was like so underrated, I reckon. And then like just adding screaming to like an orchestra. It's just a different beast. 20.8. Special glass. Bringing something that I don't know about, are you? I got a future glass yesterday. I had to get some sort of merch. One thing that breweries need to work on, like their merchandise is always like what dad hats and that. It's like the majority of people that go to breweries are people like me. They're like sort of, I don't know, slightly younger. It's like you don't want to wear this shitty little like dad cap. Get some trucker hats. Get stuff that actually fits someone with a buff head. I don't want to wear some little tiny $5 kids hat. Like yesterday, it's like the other day, every brewery I went to, it's like the hats are so shit. It's like I know exactly why you aren't selling any because they're shitty small dad caps that no one's interested in. Yeah, next weekend, brother. I'm probably going to get 2 nights accommodation in Melbourne. I've got this week off, so we'll be able to we'll be able to drink some beers this week, dude. So yeah, if I had kept working this week, say on the Friday, it would have just made it a pain in the ass catching up with Adam on the Saturday because I probably would have been working till like 1 or 2 in the morning, then having to get the morning train. Then I wouldn't have got to Melbourne till like lunchtime, and it just would have defeated the whole purpose of going there. So I was like, fuck it, I'll take the week off. I can relax coming home from Sydney, and then I can go to Melbourne on Friday, and I can do whatever I want on the Friday while I'm waiting around for to catch up with Adam whenever it is, probably early Saturday morning. Yeah, he's been in the chat the whole time. Saturday snacks. What's that on? It's one of Ricky Gervais's shows, I reckon. Hong Kong. I had some awesome Thai food the other night. So good. Fresh Hop Galaxy. You are getting definitely some white grape, and I would say some pineapple. from the Nelson and from the nectar. Is it Nectaron? Yeah, Nectaron. I feel like I'm getting like orange nectarine and maybe like some peach. But yeah, it's a bit of a different beast. It's sort of an in between a hazy and a westy. The bitterness is there. It's like piney and resiny, quite fruity. I don't know why I enjoy it so much. I think it's very hoppy, like in your face, and I think yeah, because it's fresh hop galaxy and a mixture of like some Nelson in there as well. I think that's why I really enjoy it. Hmm. May as well pour some more. We're not here to fuck spiders, as they say. I'm surprised I haven't heard. How's the keeping? Let's hope. Actually, I think I'm not sure with Banks, but I know Boat Rocker always have really good food trucks. One thing, Adam, I'll definitely say that Sydney is very picturesque. No doubt about it. A beautiful city, but entertainment wise, nothing on Melbourne. Everything's like closed here. Even the areas that are meant to be known for their nightlife, it was pretty quiet. Hashtag beer bowls for the win. Ah, okay, cool. Cheers, Susie. Good to see you. Yeah, yeah. Well, I won't be. I'll be doing. I might do another stream or something, but yeah, because after this, I'm going to be looking for somewhere to go for a beer or two, maybe a feed. But then after that, I'll be on my way home. I've got a heap of time to kill later on. I'm sort of annoyed. I've flown back into Avalon instead of Melbourne. I should have flown back into Melbourne because then I could kill time in the city. And now I'm going to be fucking trapped in like halfway between Geelong and Melbourne. And it's like if I could have just got straight on the train and got home, it would have been good. But I think I've got to wait like 3 hours or something, so it's going to be shit. I wonder if Avalon has any internet access. But yeah, really enjoyed my time here. I mean, I was going to say I need to do this stuff often, but in all honesty, I feel like I'm pretty well traveled. I think I live a pretty good life. I'm always on the go doing stuff. But I work hard, so I deserve it. Oh, whoops. I think I called. Sorry, Lady G. I called you Susie. I looked at the logo and thought it was Susie. Whoopsie. Sorry, mate. That was a very bad mistake. But yeah, this beer, whew, yeah, you know I love you. I'm always shouting you out. Yeah, I think it's just I don't know, just the picture or something. I just like wasn't even thinking. Stankonia by Outcast. No, Dankonia, fresh hop India Pale Ale. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's just so shit that I can't find their stuff anymore. Hmm. Anyway, I'm thinking I should probably wrap this up and get out of here before I get in trouble. It's now 10:36. I was meant to check out 36 minutes ago. Yeah, the people here have been really friendly. It was cool last night when because I had a new pair of slacks and a shirt, like tie and jacket and stuff. I still had like price tags on them, and like yeah, you get like the company things with some of them you can't like rip. They're so intense. I was like, fuck, I need like a knife or scissors or something. I went down to reception and I'm like, oh, I've got these new clothes and I'm going to this gig and I need to chuck them on, but I can't get some of the tags off because you need like scissors or a knife. I'm like just wondering if I can borrow something. They're like, you can use it, but we can't let you take it back to the room. And I'm like, yeah, fair call. You don't want someone strolling around with scissors or a knife through like a hotel. So I brought it back down to them, and it was like two. I'm not sure what nationality they were. I'm gonna say Japanese or Korean. And yeah, when they seen my jacket, they're like, oh, because it's a jacket. It's like a black sort of. It's like a. I don't know what you describe it as. Sort of like those Kathmandu type, like um, drawing a blank. Like it's that Kathmandu style fabric, whatever that is, that all the people wear those same jackets like North Face and all that. And I'm not really into that, but this jacket, it's sort of a different style. Like it's not anyway. It's reversible and you can turn it around and it's like bright pink and got all these random artwork on it. And I said to the girls how at this concert you can get your photo taken on the red carpet. And I'm going to be there with my slacks and my white shirt and my grey tie, but then have the pink jacket on. And they got like real excited. But yeah, I better wrap this up. Thanks everyone for chiming in. And yeah, hopefully I can go somewhere else and do another beer review or even just like a hangout somewhere. It'd be cool. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm one of those people, I keep forgetting about bottle openers and you get to a hotel and you buy beers and you're like, fuck. Like when was it? I was hanging out with you guys on that, on Simo's stream and I had the Saison DuPont. I had nothing to open it with. So I had to go down and get an opener. But yeah, thanks everyone for chiming in. As I said, I've got this week off, so if anyone wants to share some beers, let's do it. There'll be plenty of reviews to come. I've got so much in the fridge, and I'm just about to add another like dozen beers. So it's going to be a big. And I don't know. I've sort of been a bit quieter on YouTube front lately, just with sickness and work. And yeah, this week because I'm at home, I feel like it's going to be nuts. So yeah, we'll see more of you soon, and hope you enjoy I was going to say the rest of your week, but it's only the start. Yeah, boy. Cheers.